Hey everybody, this is your running tip of the week. Tucking in your shoelaces. You know, as we all know, normal shoelaces hang out. Well, when you're running, you get that little motion, sometimes if your shoelaces are actually heavy, you could feel them hitting. Personally, I feel everything when I run, so I notice when my shoelaces are hanging on the outside. So what I do, it's just what it sounds like, tuck in the shoelaces. I'll just, probably the second time it goes down, I'll put it under once, and then I'll do it a second time, but the second time, always make sure I get close to the edge, like the loops and the little tips. That way they're not bouncing around. That's the whole purpose of this, is not to get distracted when you're running. And by having shoelaces that flop around, it becomes a distraction. Plus, it's also easier for your shoelaces to come untied, whether or not you use a good knot or not. Even if you use a double loop, you still got that flapping around of your shoelaces, and it just makes your mind go down and look once in a while to see if they come untied or loose or any of that sorts. So it's best to tuck them in. That way you have more of a peace of mind. Your shoelaces aren't going to come untied unless something really bad happens, and you don't have that distraction. You can concentrate on the race more. You don't have that little flopping around, because when you get tired or you're in the heat of battle, saying you're pushing against a good competitor or a good pace, you don't want to be distracted by a little flopping around, look down, or just in general have that in the back of your mind that, hey, maybe my shoelace is going to come untied or whatnot. Because when you're in the middle of a race, you definitely don't want your shoelaces to come untied, because then you have to stop, slow down, and it's hard to get your momentum back. You lose time, you lose place, all those bad things you don't want to happen. This is just a little simple trick / hack that everybody should do and use. It's a little bit different if you're trail racing, but I'll get into that later. If you don't have gaiters, obviously, if you don't have gaiters and you're doing a trail race, you definitely want to tuck your shoelaces in, because any little briar that you run by, a little stick, heck, even you hit a stone the wrong way, your shoelaces come untied, or it grabs the shoelace and just rips it untied. So take that in consideration as well. That's for trail racing if you don't have gaiters, but it's equally important on road and any other type of surface as well, just to tuck them in and have that peace of mind, and it helps them stay tied. Any little thing that distracts you when you're running is, for better terms, a no-no. You want to be able to concentrate all your efforts onto the race itself, what's going around you, and not have to worry about something stupid like a shoelace coming untied. So tucking them in helps you keep your shoelaces tucked in, helps your shoelaces stay tied, and it eliminates a simple distraction that you really don't need when you're racing or running in general. I use it actually every day. I tuck my shoelaces in all the time when I'm working or just having a training run as well. It's just a good habit to get into, and you'll carry it with you when you're running, and just one of those little things that helps you get better as a runner.